Hey everyone, and welcome to the Putty Mod YouTube channel. And on today's video we will be installing this, a TRD short throw shifter. Right now we have the factory shifter in it. It's kind of a long shift on it. Check this out. This is the clutch start cancel button. Press that, it's lit up, and you can check for neutral here. You can start it without depressing the clutch, which is really cool. I like that. Well, anyway, it's something you can use on a trail. It's very helpful if you're in a precarious position and you don't want to roll back. That's what you want. All right, get the AC going here. This thing took forever and a day to get here. I finally got it. It's here. It's a TRD short throw from Toyota. This gives you the instructions and all the things that you're supposed to do. Anyway, in here I thought I'd share this with you guys. This is something kind of neat. This is a Trail Team's map pocket. They gave these away on the trail when you went on a trail ride with the Trail Team's Toyota, and they're highly collectible things. This is just one of these many things that I have from back in the day, from the trail adventure stuff. There's a grill badge on the front of the truck that was from that. Let me share you some other things. This is issue 1, number 1 of the FJ magazine. Basically, this is a dealer brochure, and it has all kinds of neat FJ stuff in here, and it gives you a lot of information about the vehicle, specifications, lots of neat pictures of it. What's really cool, this is really one of the only vehicles that I know of that when you get a brochure from the dealer on it, you never see one picture of this thing on the road. It's always someplace out in the wilderness, on a mountainside, in the desert, someplace, off-road. The other thing that's kind of neat, this is a 2014, as you guys know, Ultimate Edition FJ. These, this was kind of a vehicle that wasn't supposed to happen. Even the 14 in general was kind of a last minute thing. So there was never a dealer brochure on a 2014 FJ Cruiser, but there kind of was. If you called Toyota and asked for the brochure, they would actually mail you one. Now, I got 2 of these things. Unfortunately, it got a little water damage. We had a leak, and so it's a little wavy here. If you notice, this is 2014 dealer brochure for FJ, but it has the 2013 trail on the front cover. Like I said, this thing wasn't really supposed to happen, and there is a photo of the 14 in the magazine, or in the brochure. It goes back a little bit, and all the pictures are basically the same ones you would see in almost every FJ brochure there was, since the beginning. Other than like when you see these wheels here, that's from an 11 or newer. But that Voodoo Blue has been with them for a long time. Shows the automatic stuff here. A lot of the technical things, approach angles, departure angles, such as that, and some interior appointments and things. How much stuff you can stuff into the back in one. And I think this is the page with the Ultimate Edition on it. So you have the badge. They show you that's what's on the dashboard over here, and then it gives you some information on the 2014 Trail Edition. This is the only page on it. Then of course you have all your specs here, color options and things of that nature, and it just keeps. Let's see, get the next page here. One-handing this thing. And there's all your color options, and some of the things you can get as an accessory. TRD exhaust, TRD intake. We're going to be adding a lot of the TRD options to this thing. I found a TRD cold air intake. I've ordered that from Toyota. I also have a TRD exhaust for the vehicle, which is pretty hard to get. It's discontinued, so there's not a lot out there. What's out there is pretty hard to find. Anyway. All right, first thing we got to do is loosen this nut underneath the ship ball on both the transfer case and the shifter, and that's a 19mm wrench. All right, well, fun. Transfer case came off no problem, easy peasy. There's your lock nut, shift ball, Very simple. This one, however, as you can see, I've already taken the paint off the lock nut with the wrench, because when they put this thing on at the factory, they must have used Loctite or something on it. I mean, it just is not going to budge. Well, what do you know? I got it off. There it is. I just had to get a different way of approach. Let's see. I used a vice grip with that rag around my leg there so it wouldn't mar me up. All right, cool. We're using the cup holder to put all the hardware in that we take out of our job here, so we know where everything is and we've put everything back. There was 4 screws that held this plate in place, and then you would take a screwdriver or some type of a pry tool and get up underneath that, and then you just pull this up, and then and this will remove. That's the next thing we're going to do. Surprisingly how clean this thing is under here. Really, really nice. All right, well, we're down to the shifter finally. The next thing we're going to do is we pull this little boot away off the shifter, and this is the retaining ring that holds that shifter in place, and we're going to turn this counterclockwise until it releases, and then we're going to remove the shifter. All right, well, we got the shifter out. I'm going to go ahead and take this into the shop along with the shift lever from the short throw TRD shifter, and we can compare them. All right, now that we have the shifter out of the truck, this is the standard factory shifter here on the right. And we have the new TRD short shifter here on the left. They are at the same level here for height. But as you can see down here, the TRD shifter is a little shorter, probably about 3/4 of an inch in length, but the actual mechanism is much longer than the standard factory shifter. So that's where the difference is going to be in your throw. The curve is the same. There's a little slight differences on these two here on the dampening part of the shifter, but nothing to really make a difference or differences between these two. This longer stem versus the shorter one here, and this is what gives you that shorter throw. Kind of odd that you would think that this would be the thing because it's smaller, but no, it's actually this. Pretty neat. All right, let's get it in. Oh, what we're going to be using is this stuff here to lubricate it. This is Uri grease from Honda. This stuff is amazingly good stuff. I know it's Toyota, don't hate me, but this is really the way to go. And I'll also be using Honda Bond to reseal the base of the shifter plate. All right, we're up to the part where we're going to knock the base to the factory shifter loose here. This is held in with a sealant. This is the TRD short throw shifter base plate and the hardware that comes with that. And that hardware will replace these shorter bolts with longer bolts for a different plate setup. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. Check this out. See where that dowel is there and where that dowel is there? It is opposite of our locations on our base or top of our transmission here. So it's not going to work, but further investigation of this plate, if you turn it around, you'll see that it has recessed areas for the dowels on this side as well. So I'm guessing this plate may be for dual application. So we're going to pull these out, put them on the other side, and then we'll be able to install this without any issues. But just a heads up, if you guys are installing one of these things, they could be in opposite of what you actually need. So you'll have to flip them around. There you go. All right, we have our TRD provided spacer plate in position now with the dial pins corrected and everything looking good. The next part we're going to install is the original base plate to the shifter. This is the retaining plate to hold the shifter in place. So we're going to go ahead and install that. Also fresh grease in the socket and on the bushing for the shifter, which will be coming in as soon as this is secured. All right, we're going to put that Uri grease into place here. So we know that shifter is going to move smooth as it should. This is a high temp grease that's super good. I highly recommend it whenever you're doing a clutch job or something like this, lubricating a shifter. Really good stuff. All right, we're going to add the blooper reel now. I installed the shifter retainer in backwards, so I have to flip it around and then reinstall it. Yay! Good. Finally all set to install the new TRD short throw shifter. We have our shift base in place. Everything's sealed with a Honda Bond seal. We have Honda Uri grease on everything, so it's all properly lubricated. We just have to put the retainer back into the shift base to hold the shifter in place, and we'll see how that goes next, and hopefully we'll have a good time doing this one. All right, finally got that little retainer back into place. Oh, here comes the rain. This thing is crazy. Look at that. That's neutral. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That is short. Definitely short. There's reverse. So everything works as it should. We can go ahead and put everything. Oh yeah, that's a good one. All right, we can get everything put back together now. None too soon with the weather coming. I'll be back with this video again once we are on the road, and we'll see how it feels. All right, all cleaned up now and ready to take it out for a test drive. This is another mod I did. I haven't done a video on it yet. I'm still in the middle of it. What you see here, this is for heated seats. They're just underneath the seats for right now. There's a heated pad on both the upper and the lower portion of this seat. These are Clazio. They're leather seat covers. This is the original upholstery back here. The front is just as in good a shape. It's, you know, everything's perfect in this truck. So I wanted to keep it like that. So we went ahead and I put these on here, and they're nice. I'm thinking about doing some modifications to this seat. Raising the bolsters on here and make it more sportier, more comfortable, hug you a little bit more. I think it would just be a more comfortable drive, because these seats they're not the best. But anyway, the shifter, this is a bottle and, you know, first cup holder. The problem I was having before is that the shifter would interfere with the cup holder. Not anymore. This thing is notably shorter for sure. All right, we're going to go ahead and take it out for a test drive, guys, and see how it runs. Okay, here we go. First gear. Wow, that's crazy. No more rowing. This is definitely a major improvement. Hold on a second, let me put the window up here. A little less road noise that way. Now there's second, third, fourth, fifth, and now sixth. Perfect. Wow, big difference, huge. It's a crisp shift. It's very sports car like. Feels more precise. It's tighter. Definitely a big improvement. Highly recommend it. If you guys are running a 6MT like me and you're still, you know, going from one state to the next on your shifts, go with this TRD short throw shifter. What's nice is it's a factory Toyota part, so everything's going to fit as it should. No weirdness, no buzzing, no chatter noises like you get with some short throw shifters. It's just really, really nice. Fifth gear. Oh wow, yeah. It's not only shorter, it's just a better feeling shifter. It makes the transmission just feel nicer. Very nice. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. All right. Well, according to Toyota's paperwork with this shifter, it's a 30% shorter throw shift than the factory shifter. Up to third. Fourth. This is kind of cool too. Here, we'll go to fifth. And then I'm going to do a downshift to third. Check that out. That's short. Next mod will probably be or change, I don't know if you can even call it a mod. Doing an exhaust on it, but it's a factory exhaust. It's the TRD exhaust that would have came as an option on this thing, and I located one. Kind of a difficult exhaust system to get. It's been out of production now for a while, so I got lucky. I found one. It came out of California. I'm going to have it ceramic coated, made look nice, so when I put it underneath the vehicle, it looks really good, and it stays clean and, you know, rust free. Yeah. So that's the next one, and we also have a TRD intake we're going to put on this, and we'll see how that feels. Between the exhaust and the intake, maybe we'll get a little bit better throttle response, maybe a little bit better performance, hard to say, but the shifter, definitely worth it. I guess, you know, stay tuned for the next one. See ya.